Hey guys, today's Friday, August 11th of 2023, and I want to go over the dollar, energy sector, and the metals. So without any further delay, let's get into it. This is the uranium sector, uranium futures UX2. Keep an eye on this sector if you're into the uranium sector. This trend line right here, from a pivot of this high, looks like we want to go kiss it. I don't know if we're going to do that for today, but for next week, in the next couple of weeks, it's going to go and test this trend line. If we could break above it and close above at least 57.70 and start grinding higher and have a weekly close above that, it looks like it's in projection to test this high of 63.80. So keep an eye on that. Let's go into the energy. Let's actually go to crude. I was watching gold. Nothing's really changed on crude, although it just kind of pulled back a little bit, and it's kind of getting toppy here. And we also kissed the 37.5%, which is the $84 in crude. Let's look at RBOB. RBOB, you got a trigger to go long on the squeeze play. You can see that it looks like it's trying to break above 292, but it really can't close above it. So keep an eye on that. It's just kind of going sideways right here on the top of this range, and that's on the weekly also. We're kind of going sideways on the daily. Natural gas, but we'll look at it more in detail. I'll kind of skip over it. Everything looking good so far. You know, just a nice pullback correction. I mean, very overextended, so that's typical. I want you to keep an eye on heating oil. Look at this trend line, and we just kissed it. You can see right here in the daily, we kind of pulled back a little bit, and then you see now there's a little weakness building up. It built up one day, and then it popped even higher. And now we got two back-to-back blue bars. That doesn't mean anything. Maybe it wants to explode, building up energy to like blow through it. So if you're trading heating oil, keep an eye on that trend line. And let's look at metals. So far, you can see that it wants to explode to the downside, and we already got a green signal on the squeeze play. But sometimes you get false signals on the daily one, so I will always kind of lean more on the weekly and piggyback off the daily. You can see that we're trying to test this 1955. Let's see if we could get back on this range here from 1955 to 2022. So keep an eye on that. Silver is a little more weaker compared to gold, and it looks like it may want to kiss 22.14. As you can see, squeeze play both, and now we're negative below zero on the weekly. It looks like it may want to kiss this trend line and 22.14. The next one you want to keep an eye on, and I think this is probably the one, my favorite, will be copper. We're already broke through the trend line, the green one right here. If you look at it closely, we're below it at 372. And, you know, it may want to kiss 368 and see if that's going to hold. If that doesn't hold, then 354 is next. If you're a conservative trader, I would recommend for you to wait until next week for the real move to show. But if it's already showing cracks on Friday, I wouldn't go short, because you never know, they could reverse it on Monday and, you know, trap all the, you know, early bears. And now if you're, you know, riskier, then you probably want to, you know, I don't know, still probably wait Monday, see what happens. It's just pierced it. Anything could happen, you know, and we could just go right back in and then be, you know, going back and forth until the real move shows where it wants to really go. Right now it's kind of early. But, you know, that's what I'm seeing on copper. Platinum, you know, in a range, 894, nothing really. It kind of bounced off here. So nothing really. It needs to close at least above 936 to either consider anything bullish. As of right now, just kind of early stages on the daily. But on the bigger picture on the weekly, it looks like, you know, either fail new low or maybe a continuation. Let's look at that was palladium. Let's look at that was platinum. Look at palladium real quick. Yeah, same thing. Although you got a nice little bump here. We got PPS buy signal, so that's good. Things are changing in palladium. Interesting. It looks like it might want to test this pivot right here, which is 1332. So keep an eye on that. The mobile band is somewhere around 1321. So just kind of, basing off here. And a PPS buy signal. Yeah, 1324. So maybe keep an eye on that. Interesting. We're getting bullish on palladium while, the metals are getting weaker. So just be cautious there. Let's look at the dollar real quick, because that's our main culprit. Can't talk this morning. I need my coffee. So look at that. A lot of back and forth here. Holding still 75% level, which is 102.08. And it's just giving me a hunch that maybe we want to test the 50%, which is the 103.35. I don't know if anything's going to happen this today, but for next week, that's what I'm, keeping an eye on. This level and this level. Any cracks, and if it wants to get to 103.35. As you can see in the currencies, is all mixed right here. So let's go to the good stuff. I got, a couple more minutes before. Let's see. Nothing really important here. Nothing's really changed. Let's just look at some levels from the overnight U.S. session. Look at that. We're just going sideways. Not that much action. Not that much action. Things started really cooking on around here, around 6. You got this big move. I don't know why you started at 6. So keep an eye on that. Where are we right now? Very close to 6. So maybe some move is going to happen here. It'll like retrace back up. Maybe it's the opposite, or maybe we'll just go sideways. Either way, whatever happens, if you're bullish, 287, we need to get above that and close above that. The targets still remain 299, 306, 312 to the upside. And if they're going to push it, 275, 268, all the way to 262 targets to the downside or support levels. As of right now, it's too early, but, kind of nice and quiet, just kind of going sideways. And, these levels remain. I'm not going to go into the future because for Saturday, we're going to have the natural gas report. I'm going to be including geometry because things are changing now. We made a high at 3, and we want to look at some of the geometry involved in that. That's 279 here that we're just kind of hovering over. And you know what? I'm sorry. I mentioned some other technique, and I totally forgot. I got distracted with some of the key levels. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about that Saturday, a tool that I use just personally. I have included it in videos, or maybe on these last couple of videos I haven't been including that technique, and it's specifically from Gann theory. He used to watch a lot of things. That's why he was very good at what he did, and he had his own system and his own secrets that he really didn't share. You got to decode it when you read his stuff. But either way, I'm going to show you that, and I'm going to just do baby steps with my listeners and followers. Because some may be into Gann, some may not. Some just want to get some good analysis on natural gas and, try to, be accurate as best as we can. So I'm going to leave it there. Just those are the key levels. Like I said, nothing's really changed. It's just very quiet. I'm going to sign out. Good trading. And you can check out the video on Saturday on the natural gas report. Good trading. Have a great weekend. And I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on the dollar, the energy, and metal sector.